Yo, what's good, y'all? My name is Ray,
I'm Marco.
and we are back with our 30th episode. 30, that's crazy, of the Love the Game Pod. Basically, if you don't know who we are, we're basically trying to teach media literacy and health through basketball. And today we have like a whole lot to discuss because the NBA Matrix is broken officially. So today, we're gonna talk about the Sixers. And we're going to talk about SGA. We're also going to talk about the new GOAT, Bam Adebayo. So it's going to be a good episode. It's going to be a good episode, man. It's going to be a good episode. Cole, what's your reaction to the 30th episode, man? Because I'm still like, dang, bro. Like I can't believe we made it this far, bro.
Yeah, every time we hit a number like that, and you say the number, I'm always thinking big. And I don't know, for this one, I feel like it's been 30 episodes. Like for like 20, I was like, damn, it doesn't feel like it's been 20. But like this one, I'm like, I feel like we've been at this for like a little
Yeah,
minute now. I was like, I
yeah,
was like, so like 30 is like starting to make sense. Like the
yeah,
numbers like starting to like feel like, yeah, we really been like putting the time in and
yeah,
like
bro.
seeing the growth like and all that is cool. But yeah, no, it's starting to like feel more like a consistent thing for me now. Like that we're at like 30, I would
Yeah,
say
bro.
versus like 20.
Shout out to everybody who's been supporting, especially throughout this 30 episode run, because it's been, this is our first time doing this for real. So like, it really means a lot to us. So yeah, with that being said, right now, 76ers, uh, right now they're in eighth place in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, we're a Sixers podcast. Um, right now the Sixers are 35 and 30. However, there's a lot of key players that are out. We have Tyrese Maxey with his finger, um, Kelly Oubre with his LCL, Paul George with his suspension, Joel Embiid with his knee. Co, if I'm missing anybody, please correct me. But a lot of people are now wondering.
It's Embiid's oblique right now.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay,
Embiid's
okay. My
oblique right
fault.
now.
My fault.
Yeah, we
Um,
missed some games with VJ with the lumbar contusion. My
okay,
joint cut out, so if you said that
okay.
already, that's on me.
No, no, I didn't say it at all. So
Okay.
appreciate you. But yeah,
Yeah, he's back now though.
because of this, a lot of people are saying we should punt the season. Um, this is definitely, we've said it earlier, this is the most confusing Sixers season. I feel like in my lifetime as a Sixers fan, I've been through a lot of crazy seasons. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but I feel like this season, honestly, when it comes to punting the season, it does make sense. Because I think like there's a couple reasons why, but I think primarily this draft class is very, very deep. And I remember we used to talk about this a lot. Just even if you're in the maybe like 17 pick range, you might get somebody that could potentially impact because these role players aren't just your average role players in this draft specifically. So, um, just given what we have right now, I feel like we're kind of in a remodeling era. And I mean, we kind of knew we were going into this season like that with a remodeling type mindset. So, I mean, I wish, like, obviously, I feel like they want to be in the playoffs. But like a part of me is like, will we be healthy? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know Paul George will be there. But just given all these injuries that are coming up and it's about to be playoff time, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it kind of comes back to what we talked to on our podcast with Chris. For like those of you who haven't watched it, we talked about how being a team that's kind of in the middle kind of sucks. Like you would rather be a team that's like really competing or be a team that's like toward the bottom, like maybe not necessarily tanking, but like getting good draft picks and like trying to build up a core that could compete one day. And I'm kind of starting to feel like we're in the middle, not just like standings wise, but because like you never know what you get with our health. When we're not healthy, we're one of the worst teams in the league. And when we are
Yeah,
healthy,
yeah,
we've
yeah,
showed that we can compete with some of the better teams. And the thing
yeah,
is, like,
yeah,
I just don't think with this core we will ever be able to be as healthy as we want to. And you see teams like the Celtics who are able to be the second seed in the East, despite
yeah,
Jason Tatum missing like essentially the full season. To this point, I know he's back
yeah.
now.
He
He's been
missed like at
healthy
least 60
and looking
games,
good.
bro.
Yeah,
Which is
but
crazy.
he's missed
Yeah,
almost the full season, and they've been fine. You see the Nuggets able to tread water without Jokic. You see like the Thunder, even without Shea, they were winning a lot of games in there too.
yeah,
And we have just never been able to build a team that is able to tread water when Embiid is out. And at the beginning of the year, I thought we had that, because we were like winning some games.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Me
But I don't
too.
know. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, our pick is top four protected in this draft. So we either don't get our pick or we jump up in the lottery if we're in the lottery and we're able to keep our pick. So I'm looking at it like right now we're the AC, we're in the play-in.
Oh,
Like
also,
realistic,
not to cut you off, but what's our percentage of getting that pick? You said it was like 4%, right?
but I was gonna go over that based on like
Oh, okay, okay,
scenarios.
okay, okay, okay.
Is that cool with you if I
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
take
yeah,
like a
for sure, for
little
sure. Go
minute to
ahead,
do
go
it?
ahead. Go crazy,
So
bro.
so right now we are the eight seed. We're a game back at the seven seed and a game and a half back at the six seed. So we can still very easily like make the playoffs outright.
Yeah,
I don't think we can fall lower than the 10 seed because we are 7.5 games up on the Bucks
yeah,
with
yeah,
like 17 games left. I just don't think the Bucks will win enough games, and
yeah,
honestly, I don't think we'll lose enough games.
yeah.
The Hornets have been really good,
Well,
but it is very possible that we fall to the 10 seed
bro,
because the teams behind us, the Hawks are on a 7 game win streak, and the Hornets are 8-2 in their last 10 games.
yeah.
So those two teams have been
I
hot,
think the
and they're
Hornets
both
might
within two
the
games of us.
Hornets are definitely gonna pass us, bro. I think they're
I
too
think so
hot.
too. I think the Hawks are
Like,
going to pass us also. So I think
I
it's
can see
like
that
we're
reality.
somewhere probably
I can
between
see
the,
that.
the six and the 10 seed. So if we fall to 10, that would be taking the spot of where the Hornets are now. Um, so the Hornets, we would essentially have a 4.7% chance of keeping our pick. We would have 1% chance to get in the first overall, 1.1 to get in the second overall,
That's
1.2 to
crazy.
get in the third overall, and 1.4 to get in the fourth overall.
That's
And
crazy.
then
Yeah.
like how the West plays out also impacts that. So like the West playing teams, let's say we're like worse than Portland and Golden State, so then that chance could be bumped up to like almost a 10% chance because it's 2% to get the
Mm.
one. So if we can like be
What
have the
what's
11th best
hold
odds,
on. What's do you have the records of Golden State and Portland pulled it up right now?
I do. So Portland is 31 and 35 and Golden State is 32 and 33. So that would be
Okay,
tough. Like
okay,
I
okay.
think we
Okay.
might be too many games ahead of them. Um yeah, that one would be tough.
Okay.
But
But
okay, but like
they're in I know Golden State is at least 10 or something like that, right? Or they're like
Golden
I know
State's
they're
nine.
oh they're not to play in?
Yeah, no, they're nine. They're the nine seed. My
Oh,
bad.
okay, okay, okay. My fault,
And
my
the
fault.
Trailblazers are the 10 seed right now. So
Okay,
it'd be
okay.
like,
Got you, got you. Okay.
so I don't know. Like I guess that could happen. It's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, I don't think
But
that's
it's
happening.
it's
Unless
more
Embiid
likely than the Bucks passing us. I think. I don't know. But
like
I don't know. Somewhere between like a 4 and a 10% chance we'll most likely have. Even if Golden State only passes us, like I don't know. Crazier things have happened. But like honestly, the alternative is we make the play and we like
yeah.
maybe get our way out of there, and then we like take belt from the Celtics or Pistons in the first round. Like I like in all honesty, man, like we've been to the playoffs so many times. I don't know if I want to watch my team lose four times and just like get myself all mad about it. And like I kind of think like
I get
I've
that.
watched Cam Boozer play every single game this season. I'm like not ashamed to admit that. I like love watching him play basketball. I've been tuning into every single Duke game, bro. I'm not even a Duke fan. And it's like if you tell me I got like he's projected to go three. So if you tell me I got like a 3% chance of having him on my team, I'd rather have that than a 100% chance to get knocked out first round.
I
And
get
like I
that.
don't know, somebody might look at that and say like I sound like a loser saying that. I really just don't care. I just want to see this team win at some point and like take the best path possible for this team.
Yeah, I mean like is the Adam Silver because I know he changed he proposed the draft lottery changes. I don't think that's gonna apply to us this year. It applies next year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
when they like come up with whatever change they're going to, it'll be next year. So yeah, it won't impact us right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. Maybe he raised the lottery against all the
yeah,
teams that are like
shit, bro.
outright tanking. Is like, you know what? The Sixers actually tried this year. Like we're gonna make him jump.
Yeah, they
No,
actually
that's
tried
crazy cool. That's crazy cool.
it. But yeah, hey, hopefully the Sixers, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they figure something out. You know, this ain't the last time we're gonna be talking about them. So, we're gonna be tapped in overly, bruh. In other news around the league, SGA has been on a crazy, crazy, crazy tear since he's been back. He's only been back for like 5 games, and his presence has been felt ever since he touched the floor. Um, so far this season, he's averaging 31.7 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 6.6 assists. The Thunder is still they're still the best team in the West, excuse me. And they're 51 and 15 on a 6 game win streak. and they're also 5-0 since Shea has come back. Um, so I think personally, bro, I said it when we did the rankings of like point guards and players and stuff like that. I think SGA is the best player in the world right now, bro. But it's been
Yeah,
like
I'm not
that.
mad at that. I was like considering that last year. I feel like that was pretty against consensus because I feel like even though he won MVP last year and
Yeah,
won the Finals MVP, I think I mentioned in one pod it was like Jokic was still like the consensus guy, and I'm not 100% sure he was the best guy. I
yeah,
think like I think like I would be willing to go to bat for Shea. Like if like somebody like had mentioned it to me, like before I would have been like I don't know whoever you go with, like you can't go wrong. I think I would take the side of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander now rather than just like try to play defense, if that makes sense. So I'm not
yeah.
mad at that at all. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, and especially like when you look at who he's beating, I mean, I feel like a lot of these like legendary type Shea games have come when they play against the Thunder. I mean the Nuggets, excuse me. Um, like to what we said earlier, I remember when I was thinking that Shea was better than Jokic, people did not agree with me because I was just like people were I feel like a lot of people weren't accepting that Shea was kind of in this new era of dominance. Um, Especially because you Jokic, walking triple double machine, can score the ball at will, play make at an elite level. And I think a lot of people just weren't willing to accept that. But Shea, man, it's like his quote where he was like, "I got the answers. I just got to see the test or whatever." Like that's real though. Like all these different type of defenses that they throw out against him, he always figures it out and he'll do it in the most like smooth way possible. Like bro had two step back 3 game winners or whatever. Like that's crazy, bro. That's hard. Like that's not easy to do. Um, so and especially like he came back not even like 2 weeks ago, and he's fitting perfectly. Like he's still producing the same that he did when he got injured. So it's just like, bro, like yeah, man, Shea, man, I feel like he's the best in the world right now, and I think like give him another finals MVP, bro. He might be changing some conversations like high key.
Yeah, I think like last year the thing that was pretty interesting to me was I like look back at his total body of work and I'm like the only guard I've seen because I'm not gonna act like I was watching NBA when I was like 8 years old when Kobe was
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Like the only guard I've seen have a season like that was Curry. I was like in my lifetime it was just him
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Curry
yeah,
to
yeah,
like be
yeah.
able to like be like a MVP guy and like be a finals like MVP caliber guy. I know Curry got like deserved some finals MVP at least one day he didn't like get
Yeah,
in my
yeah, yeah, yeah.
opinion, but like he was still a finals MVP level guy in those seasons. And I'm like looking back at him, like the only guard I've like watched um as good as Shea is Curry. And it's not like it's slight on anybody else. Like I've watched a lot of great guards in my lifetime, but I think those two are just on a tier where it's like when it's all said and done, we're talking about two guys who are Curry, I think is a top 5 player of all time, and I think Shea, when it's all said and done, could be a top 10 player of all time.
Yeah, no, I mean to piggyback off of you, like, there's some type of like I don't know what it is. I mean, I know Steph's is like his jump shooting. Shea doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily play like that. He's more of like a mid-range type guy, but I don't know what he is, but like the way that he has just like the way that he can elevate his game um is just very unique, bro. Like you see when he can flip like another switch, like to even where like you didn't even think he could flip another switch. And it's like it's very similar to kind of like you said, like a lot of the guards that were in that same class of Steph, like Russell Westbrook, Kyrie, Chris Paul. Like I know I'm missing some guys, but like to just see Shea even like almost like it's kind of crazy to say, but like kind of ascend over all of that is like, dude, like that's like not too many people can do that. Not too many people can do that. And right now he's like playing like almost like a modern day like Michael Jordan type dude. Like it's kind of like really crazy to see, man. Really crazy.
Yeah, I think it's funny now, like seeing the way like some fans have changed the convos and stuff when it comes to MVP stuff because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like a couple years ago we were seeing a lot of like advanced analytics being used in like MVP conversations, which I'm completely fine with. I've come around on them a lot in the past couple of years, and like that's probably
That's
my
that's
like
how
go-to
Jokic
way
got the
to
MVPs.
look at
Like
basketball.
1000%.
Yeah, but like now the thing is like you look at it as like is like Jokic is leading in like some metrics like Darko DPM and LeBron, but then you go to like EPM, which was like D1 that was being used to like hype up Jokic because of like his like team around him and stuff and his like overall
Yeah.
impact. And Shea is just destroying him in that like for a second straight year. And
Yeah.
I feel like when we see that, like when we see the MVP people like talk about it, like they don't bring up like the analytics anymore at all. They just talk about like, oh, triple double, oh, like 30-point triple double, like this and that. And I don't know. I just think it's funny how like the conversations have changed. And I think Shea will win
Yeah. I
again. Like
mean,
you see like Jokic's biggest fans like Bill Simmons and stuff on Twitter, like being like, oh, MVP over and stuff after the game and stuff. So I'm not like saying like last year I didn't think like I was like I'm a huge Shea fan, so I'm like trying to sound as not biased as possible. Like he's
yeah.
been probably my favorite non-Sixer for like 4 years now,
Yeah.
in all honesty. So I'm like every time I talk about him, I like try to like check myself and not just come off as like this huge like raging
Oh
Shea
God.
Gilgeous
Oh God.
Alexander fan. You know what I'm
When I
talking
say
about?
he
Like
ascended over people, I was
I
like, I'm glazing crazy, bro.
I was like, I don't know, like even like in our other things, sometimes I like taper back like what I really want to say just because I don't want to like say anything too crazy. But
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I was kind of like it was kind of not sitting right with me with how the conversation was last year. So I was really happy for him that he won it, and I was happy that he went on to win the championship. And yeah, I think he should like win it again. And yeah, I agree that he's the best, but I felt like I might have just been like hating on Jokic, like is like coming from like an Embiid fan, like
Type.
and
Yeah. I
like
feel you. I
coming
feel
from
you.
a Shea fan last year. If I said he was the
Yeah.
best player in the league, so I was kind of like setting the fence. But this year, I feel like I can confidently say that like
Nah.
I
Yeah.
think
I mean,
he's the best.
I think even when I said like he was better than Luca, I was a little bit like nervous because I knew. Um, I mean, like if we being for real, like we know why like they don't want Shea to be kind of like in the same conversation as Luka and Jokic, because like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But like, um, yeah, like I think like I was definitely a little bit of like I felt some nervousness because I was just like I see that this guy's talented, but you know we're in the age of like hot takes, all this like negative stuff, so it's just like will they actually see that? But
no, I think you were completely right. Honestly, bro, like that, I think that was like my worst podcast moment. Because like I was thinking, I was like, oh, Luca has like six first team All NBAs or whatever. I'm like, Shea only has like two or three at this point. And then we got done the episode. I'm like, bro, Shea just won the MVP and the Finals MVP. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, why are you using longevity over a guy who like you think is like one of the best in the league? I like text you right after that episode. I'm like, bro, I was like, I don't know why I said what I said in that episode. Like, I think that was my like worst one ever.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, hey, bro, like it happens sometimes. I think also it might also be just the pressure of what like Jokic fans or like Luka fans want you to feel about this guy because individually they're so talented, but like if we're being honest, as a team, they don't pull as many results as you'd expect. Like even though Jokic won the championship, there's definitely an
mhm.
argument that could be made. You know what I'm saying? But actually, this is a perfect segue, um, because the guy that Jokic beat just set a new NBA record, low key. Shout out to shout out to Bam Adebayo, 83 points on the Washington Wizards. I'm gonna put a little boom thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, before we start this, I do think that we should congratulate Bam, for not only passing Kobe, but also he broke the Heat's record for the most points. I think it was held by LeBron with 61. So like that, I feel like that a lot of people aren't talking about that, which I think is like at least at most like at least that's the most ethical part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but but that being said, I'm not gonna lie, but that fourth quarter was crazy work. It is crazy work for sure. I do want to commend Bam for scoring 83. I think that it wasn't necessarily like I feel like we shouldn't be faulting Bam all the way for scoring 83 because the Wizards played some god awful defense, bro. That was like some god awful defense. And I also think that the referees kind of like fed into the whole narrative because there were some foul calls that I was just like, all right, y'all just kind of giving it to him. You know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
disagree. I thought they were all legit. I'm not mad at Bam at all. I thought it was like
Bro,
I
the
was so
one
mad
John
at the Wizards on like how he
where
let
he
that happen.
ran, bro, there was one where he literally ran into, I forget who it was, but he had his arms up like this trailing, bro. I'm gonna put
Nah,
it
I
on,
thought it was legit. I thought it
I
was
don't know,
like
man. I don't know
I
about
thought it
that,
was
bro.
legit.
Cause it was flopping tactics, bro. Like,
Bam flat, bro. He averages like 5 free throws a game. I think he was just getting hacked. They were like putting three people on him and just fouling him like so much. I
like
don't know. I don't fault him at all. I would be going for it too. Like it is kind of like hilarious when you look at the triple slash of that game and he's shooting like whatever percent from two. He's shooting 31% from three, taking
That was
22 threes.
crazy,
And then
bruh.
you see he's like 43 and 36. Like I understand why somebody would be mad from like a fan perspective watching somebody go to the line 43 times. And it's like I was at the Sixers game, so I didn't like quite catch the beginning of the game, but I was getting alerts about it. But then I watched pretty much like the whole fourth quarter of that game, and I was like I was laughing a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, like I was laughing a little bit when they're like fouling, when the Heat are fouling the Wizards
Yeah, like
to get
that's
the ball
crazy.
back,
Like,
and when they're missing free throws to like try to get Bam more. But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad at it either, man. Like I would want the same thing if I was Bam. I would want to break their record too. And it's like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch Kobe's full game. Maybe they were like doing a similar thing to Kobe. I know they came back in that game, but I still think they won by 20 points. And I'm happy that Spoelstra let Bam finish that game because they was up by so much going into that fourth quarter, and Bam already had like 60 something points. So I wasn't sure if they would like let him finish it or like try for the record, but I'm happy they did. I can't be mad at it at all. Like, was it kind of like a yucky watch toward the end? Sure. I'm not even like a huge like Bam Adebayo guy. I thought it was like super funny that he was the guy to break the record too. Like I think he's a really good
yeah,
player.
it is random. It's super random. I'm not
I
even
thought
gonna
he should
lie.
have been the All-Star for the Heat. But I was like going through things. I'm like, if you told me somebody from the Heat, like at the beginning of the year, because I know these two guys were out this game, but if you told me somebody from the Heat broke Kobe's record, I'll be thinking, was it
Tyler
Norman
Hero,
Powell or was it
bruh.
Tyler Hero? I
Literally.
would not be thinking Bam Adebayo at all. I'll be thinking those two guys, and you're like, no, it's neither of them. I'd be like, I think it has to be Bam because like I don't think anybody else is a good enough scorer. But the thing is, like the funny part about Bam is he's a great player, like obviously a great defensive player. I'm not trying to hate on him at all. Like I'm giving him his flowers. Like even like the same day of the game, I'm sending my friend Bam Adebayo like college analytics and like Morez Johnson at Michigan college analytics, like comparing the two players because I want the Sixers to
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
draft Morez Johnson because I think he's similar to Bam Adebayo and having a player like Bam Adebayo on the
Yeah,
team
man.
would
It's
be a
something
good thing for
like
me. Like the day Bam Adebayo did that, I'm sending it. Like
yeah.
all love for Bam,
Hey, wait,
but
hold
it's
on,
just
hold on. No LeBron?
what?
I said no LeBron
What do you mean, no LeBron?
because you said the day Bam scored 83. You sent
No,
that.
no, I could never. I'm not even going to act like I'm not even going to like pull LeBron and act like I knew he was going to do anything like that, man. Bro, but that is like so. It's just so funny because like the main criticism you see of Bam is like
He
he's
doesn't
like super
score.
agile. He's like super
Yo,
agile. Like no center should be able to guard him, and he's like too big for somebody with the same level of agility to guard him. And he
bro.
like he like isn't even a consistent 20 points per game guy. Like he was at 18.9 points per game going into the game, and then he like brought it up to 20 after the game. But it's like the main thing you see Heat fans see is like Bam Adebayo is an aggressive enough scorer, like over and over and over. And the guy
Literally,
who isn't
bro.
an aggressive enough scorer, like scoring 83 points, like taking 22 threes in the game, getting to the line 43 times when he averages 5 free throw attempts per game. Like that was just absolutely hilarious to me. And I was like looking at it because I'm like wow, Bam took 22 threes. He was like 5 for 8 in the first quarter. And then
Yeah, and
to
then
finish
bro,
the game,
yeah, bro, those threes were crazy,
to
bro.
finish the game, he was like two
Yeah,
for
bro.
15. I'm like, bro, we thought he had the magnets on. This is so like
Bro.
it was like so funny. I really, really wish because I went back and rewatched it after, but it's not the same when you know is what's going to happen versus
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
like
yeah,
watching the game live, like, oh my God, he's
yeah,
going to like keep scoring, he's going to break the record. Because
yeah,
by the time I turned it on, it was like, is he gonna break the record or is he not? Like he already had like 70 points. So like
yeah. I think okay, like I understand the praise. My whole thing is like if you up 30 fouling, like I feel like it's almost like it negates the like the value of it. That was my whole thing where I was just like I respect the record or whatever, but like the way y'all did it was kind of really wild. Like because it like with the whole Kobe game, like they weren't doing that. I'm not gonna say they were up like because they were up 20, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this could kind of go into the next thing because I was gonna say like we could talk about like Bam's 80 versus Kobe's 80. Like, um, it felt like if I feel like what Bam was doing in this game is what a lot of people complain about with the NBA currently. Because it's like I feel like now I think about, there's unwritten rules within the NBA. Does that mean like moving forward, are we going to see something like that again, but this time it's going to be 10 times worse? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the example, you know? Because like you look at the All-Star games up until this year at least. A lot of people were talking about let's get rid of the All-Star games because people are like doing all this nutty stuff in the All-Star game. So we're gonna see. I feel like even though Bam set that record, low key, I'm interested to see how coaches and like players will respond like for the future. Because I think if this is obtainable, maybe the Will Chamberlain record is obtainable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Because I was saying like if you, I like to add to your point, I was saying if you told me like one of these things is gonna happen, like because Luca played that night too, like
Yeah,
Bam
yeah, yeah,
scores,
yeah.
Bam breaks Kobe's record, or Luca breaks Wilt's record, I'd be like, oh my God, Luca's breaking Wilt's record. Like
Yeah,
that.
me
That's
too.
like how
Me
surprising to
too.
me Bam Adebayo getting this was. And then like I said, I'm not even trying to hate on Bam. Like I'm not hating on Bam at all. Like
It
I
definitely
was just
sounds like
like
we're hating, bro. It definitely
I I
do. It
I was
definitely
just
do.
shocked, bro. I was shocked.
Yeah,
I was like I was like, I think very highly of him as a player. I'm just like he doesn't score enough. Like one of my old college roommates like texted me that night. He's like, you remember when we said Bam didn't score enough? I'm like, but this is what we mean though. Like he goes off for 83 and he like is just
yeah,
now averaging 20
yeah,
points per game on the season. Like this
yeah.
is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, bro, Bam,
So
like
does that mean now, like also like for the playoffs, what like has Bam kind of put himself in a place where it's like he dropped 83, so now it's like we expect you to be Jimmy Butler, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that's what my other friend was saying. It's like, do we think Bam just like breaks out of his shell now and is just like an elite scorer? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, he might not crack 20 for like his next 10 games now. Like that might just be enough for him.
what's
Like I
crazy is
don't know.
like that's low key a reality though. Like that's the crazy part too. And then
It was actually
also
hilarious.
it's either he's gonna score 18 or he's gonna drop 30 next game. Literally.
Yeah, well, I mean,
There's like
cause
it's
I
gonna be
checked it
no in
because
between, bro.
I was like, what even was his career high going into the game? So I checked. I think it was 41 in
Yeah, it was
2021.
41. Yeah.
I'm like, because I was like, I didn't even. In all honesty, I was kind of surprised that he had 40. I'm like, I thought his career high was gonna be like 38, but he had 40 in 2021, and I was kind of like, bro, like going from just 41 like 5 years ago at this point to an 83-point game is your next career high. Like
Yeah,
that
that's
that is
crazy.
like insane. Somebody was saying
Crazy.
that that was like the most statistically improbable scoring output of all time based on like how many standard deviations that was above like his mean scoring number. Like it
Yeah.
was like more improbable than the Malachi Flynn game based on like standard deviation. And
Yeah.
like I do think that there's a limitation on that because you get into the point like we were talking about. At a certain point, you just start going for the record, and it becomes like less organic, which is why people are upset. And I get why people are upset about that, but I feel like at a certain point, like when you're scoring that many points, like it's going to have to like get yucky at a certain point. Like you see
Yeah,
how
I
many
get that.
years Kobe's record stood. Like to pass Bam, somebody's gonna have to do something super yucky.
Who was the who was it was Jordan before Kobe, right? Was like 67,
Yeah, I think it was.
69 or something like that.
But I mean, like, yeah, like what we were talking about, it was like you're fouling the other team when you're up and you're like intentionally missing free throws and stuff, and like the other team
Yeah.
is like triple teaming you and stuff. Like I get why like people are upset because it is like kind of yucky, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a
I'm here for
combination
it.
of a lot of different things, to say the least. Cause like again, like bro, like the Wizards were playing god awful defense. I was like, quite literally, bro,
That's the team I'm mad at, bro. I'm like, how are
like
you like I'm not advocating for this at all, but like if you're going to break Kobe's record on me, I'm like fouling you really, really hard at a certain point.
on God,
Like
exactly,
I'm not even saying
exactly,
go try to hurt Bam, but
exactly.
I'm saying like how do you just like not
Bro,
like pick up like
those
a flagrant two when he's at like 74
bro,
points? Like you
my
are
thing
not
is
breaking Kobe on
My
me.
thing is like, bro, it felt like those like little like they were giving him like ticky tack fouls. Like I was like, y'all are like giving him like they gave him 60, bro. Like low key, like with the type of fouls that they just gave him. Well, I'm not
How
saying
they
the
give
rest.
him
I'm not
60?
saying the rest in this quarter because the fourth quarter was whole totally different. Third quarter before that defense was horrible, man. That was like and like the fact that they didn't even double until he got 70,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. That's crazy, bro.
Nah, fourth quarter you can see they like locked in and we'll put three people on him. But when you put three people on him, like one of them is probably gonna foul, and
Yeah,
like
that makes
all
it
the attention is
worse.
on
It
them.
makes
Like
it worse. It makes it worse.
yeah,
And then like again, like with the refs whole thing, like the refs are probably like, oh, there's three guys on him, and y'all might not even be trying to foul him. But with the whole context, they're probably gonna call a foul, bro.
yeah,
Like,
it just looks like once you put three on him, it's like one of these three guys is probably going to like touch his arm or something like that, and he's
yeah.
going to get the line
So it's
because
like,
all the attention's on you too. At that point, it's not even
yeah,
like you can get
yeah.
away with like a little bit. Like
On
once you put
God,
three people on somebody, you are not getting away with any like soft contact because they're
on
going
God,
to call a foul on it.
on God. We seen it with Embiid all the time, bro. Like we know how this story goes.
Yeah, when
It's
all the
just like
attention's there, that's when you're gonna get this. I don't know.
yeah,
It
bro.
was super funny to me, man. I was like,
Oh wait,
shout out to
I see the
man.
jersey. You got the campaign jersey on.
Oh yeah, it's definitely campaign, bro. There's no way I would spend money on.
No.
Nah, nah. Shout out to campaign, man. He had 32 and 10, man.
Oh God.
No turnovers, five stocks, bro. They gave out this hat at the game, bro. You see
Oh
it?
yeah, sure, yeah. Dang, that's tough. That's tough.
It's a Franklin hat. I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the pod.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we don't got a lot of time left, so like I think we cool.
Yeah, I think we're good. So,
Yeah, like
nah, this one was a fun one. We got to
yeah,
like
this was fun.
be like personality showing this.
On God, like we want to appreciate everybody for pulling up to the pod. We gonna try to come every week, something crazy, something innovative. I hope a lot of people just learned some stuff today on our podcast. Cole, you got anything else you want to say, bro?
No, hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was
Oh,
fun,
oh,
man.
you forgot to
Like,
ask the question. You got to ask the question.
oh wait, let me pull up my what's it called? I got them written down. Wait, no, I got 'em- I texted them to myself. That's what I did. Um, so okay, I got one because this one actually kind of relates to the Bam Adebayo one because
Okay,
they
okay.
kept posting Embiid's 70-point game and like
Yeah.
in the highlights, like Nick Batum was there. So who's a player that's played
Oh,
for the
Sixer
Sixers
legend.
who was only there for like a small amount of time that you wish you could see more of? And my answer is Nick Batum
That's a tough question. That's a tough question. That's a lot of it. I gotta really like reminisce, man, because there's a couple tough Sixers, man. Can I give like a top three?
for sure.
Okay. Three, I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler off rip.
Yeah,
Um,
he's like the first one that came to mind. I ain't gonna
Two,
lie.
I was low key hating on him back in the day, but I high key see his value now. TJ McConnell, he need to come back. I'm not gonna lie. I wish he played more in Philly. Um, Three, ooh, one of my favorite six men of all time, Lou Will. Oh my boy. Even though he was kind of there for like 5 seasons, but he left for a long time.
Hmm.
I feel like I would have liked to see Lou
Yeah,
Will.
we were super young too, so it's like
Yeah.
maybe he was there
He was there like his
until
rookie year, bro. Yeah.
yeah from 2005 to 2012. Yeah, but we wasn't like watching basketball in 2005 2006. Like
Yeah, like
we
we weren't conscious for real. So like,
yeah,
yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, it's a good one too.
Yeah. What about you?
I wish I know he was there for a while too, but I grew up like the first Sixer I knew was Drew Holiday, and then
Oh,
you've seen him like
facts.
turn into like a Hall of
Facts.
Fame career after that.
Facts,
So I
bro.
would say
That's tough.
Drew,
Yeah.
or we talk about him all the time, so it's like not even worth like talking about him more. But Jerry McCain had only played like
That's
50
real.
whatever games
That's
with
real,
us.
bro.
So
Shout out to Tom McCain, man.
obviously him too. I know we talk about him like every episode. We seem to find a way to get him in there, but
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
but
But
yeah.
yeah, man, we appreciate everybody for checking in. Please like, subscribe, hype, follow. Let us know what you think about Bam. Cole, you got anything to say before we dip, man?
No, I'm excited to watch this one back for sure. I feel like this one is gonna make me laugh. We had some pretty funny moments in this one. It's gonna be fun. I appreciate everybody for watching. Hope you guys like the clips from this one and like this one too. I feel like we let our personality shine a little bit more in this one compared to like some of the other ones where it's like just like strictly basketball takes. We're getting to that point of the season where the playoffs is getting close and like there aren't as
Yeah.
many takeaways as there usually are. But
I'm
hopefully you
excited,
guys still
bro.
have fun
I'm
with this one.
excited, man. The playoff pod is about to be jumping, bro. I think that's gonna be really excited.
Those are gonna be great.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited for that. So yeah, y'all stay in tune for that. Let the game be coming crazy. Yes, sir. Boom.